Take a quick second to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an operational breakdown. The Starbase prototyping and XAI crossover. Why does SpaceX intentionally blow up its own multi-million-dollar rockets? Based on rapid iterative physical prototyping versus simulation. Can AI testing models ever replace SpaceX's exploding physical prototypes? Based on question 1 regarding physical prototyping versus AI models. Is Elon Musk secretly draining SpaceX engineering talent to build XAI? Based on question 4 regarding sharing manufacturing and talent capacity. How far can SpaceX push the Raptor engine before it spectacularly fails? Based on stress-to-failure physical testing. Mechazilla and the refurbishment secret. How much money does Mechazilla actually save SpaceX every flight? Based on catching boosters to eliminate ocean towing costs. How does SpaceX use sound waves to find hidden where unused boosters? Based on installing acoustic sensor arrays on landing pads. What happens to launch logistics when rocket refurbishment takes hours, not months? Based on the reusability refurbishment goal. How can ground teams safely automate multiple rocket launches a week? Based on automated pad prep and high cadence operations. The orbital grid and traffic control. Will Starlink satellites secretly run out of fuel trying to avoid crashes? Based on question 3 regarding automated collision avoidance. Can automated software manage 15,000 satellites without human help? Based on active constellation fleet management and scaling economics. How does SpaceX upgrade a rocket's flight performance mid-orbit? Based on continuous over-the-air firmware updates. What happens to paying clients when SpaceX prioritizes its own launches? Based on question 2 regarding balancing internal Starlink nodes and commercial slots. Supply chain defenses and red tape. How did SpaceX secretly escape the global microchip shortage? Based on in-house semiconductor assembly and custom chip printing. How does SpaceX legally block global competitors from satellite airwaves? Based on regulatory frequency protection and global spectrum defense. Why is SpaceX transitioning 100% of its component sourcing in-house? Based on vertically integrated precision manufacturing and component insourcing. 5. Key activities. SpaceX's operations combine high-frequency rocket manufacturing and precision aerospace engineering with the ongoing maintenance of the world's largest low Earth orbit satellite mesh. The reusability refurbishment goal. The primary operational goal of SpaceX's rocket recovery program is to continually lower the human labor hours and replacement part expenses required between booster flights, shifting launch logistics from an expensive industrial operation into a rapid, routine transport service. 8 mini case studies. 1. Rapid iterative hardware prototyping. At its Starbase facility in Texas, SpaceX focuses heavily on rapid design iteration. Rather than spending years in pure computer simulations, teams build, test, and sometimes intentionally break real physical prototypes to quickly find structural design flaws. 2. Vertically integrated precision manufacturing. SpaceX manufactures major flight systems, including its high-performance liquid oxygen or methane Raptor engines and carbon fiber structures, entirely in-house. This cuts down on middleman wait times and keeps quality control strict. 3. High-cadence launch operations. Managing multiple launches every single week across pads in Florida and California requires precision launch pad prep. Ground teams automate fueling checks, pad safing, and clearance loops to maintain a rapid flight pace. 4. Active constellation fleet management. Operating thousands of satellites in low Earth orbit requires constant monitoring. Autonomous ground networks track orbits, handle automated collision avoidance adjustments, and guide older satellites safely through atmospheric deorbiting. 5. Global spectrum and regulatory defense. A key legal activity is securing and defending operating permissions. SpaceX keeps legal and regulatory teams working with the FCC and international bodies to lock down radio frequencies and clear global landing rights. 6. Continuous over-the-air software integration. Software engineers push ongoing firmware updates directly to rockets on the pad and satellites in orbit. These updates improve communication performance and flight stability without needing hardware changes. 7. Booster recovery and catch operations. Capturing first-stage boosters back at the launch site using giant mechanical towers, Mechazilla, eliminates the time and cost of ocean towing, streamlining the recovery and refurbishment process. 8. In-house semiconductor assembly. SpaceX designs custom microchips and antennas for its user terminals and space systems in-house. This internal design capacity insulates production schedules from global supply chain chip shortages. For open-ended questions. Question 1. At what point does rapid physical prototyping become too expensive compared to highly accurate, modern AI-driven computer testing models? Question 2. How can SpaceX balance its launch schedule between deploying its own internal Starlink nodes and keeping lucrative slots open for paying third-party commercial clients? Question 3. Can autonomous collision avoidance software handle an exponentially more crowded low Earth orbit environment without draining satellite fuel reserves too early? Question 4. How much engineering talent and manufacturing capacity can SpaceX safely share with adjacent entities like xAI before it slows down its core rocket production timelines? For core financial explanations. Iterative prototyping economics. Building and testing physical models quickly yields real-world engineering data faster than traditional, drawn-up design cycles, lowering overall development costs. Refurbishment cost compression, shifting from expensive, deep overhauls between rocket flights to quick, routine inspections transforms high manufacturing costs into high-margin operational savings. Autonomous fleet scaling, using automated software loops to manage thousands of active satellites keeps the employee headcount flat even as the network footprint grows. Regulatory frequency protection. Navigating international communication laws creates a strong regulatory barrier that prevents competitors from encroaching on valuable satellite data lanes. For implementation plans. Plan 1. Pad turnaround optimization. Automate ground support gas lines and cooling connections to cut the preparation time needed between rocket launches in half. Plan 2. ASIC insourcing acceleration. Scale up internal chip printing partnerships to double the weekly output of advanced user terminal components. Plan 3. Automated space tracking upgrades. Integrate live tracking data from military networks directly into satellite navigation systems to make collision avoidance path changes even more precise. Plan 4. Refurbishment labor reductions. Install advanced acoustic sensor arrays along the landing pads to instantly pinpoint hidden component where on returned rocket stages. For implementation processes. 1. Iterative engine staging. Design an upgraded component layout, then fabricate the test part using in-house 3D printing equipment, then mount the engine on a test stand for live-fire trials, then feed performance data right back into the core engineering blueprints. 2. Launch refurbishment workflow. Booster lands back at the pad, then automated mechanical arms secure the frame, then sensor arrays run structural and thermal weld checks, then teams refresh high wear valves, then vehicle clears for its next scheduled flight. 3. Sovereign frequency clearance. Submit detailed orbital path and data profiles to regional regulators, then run interference field tests alongside local telecom networks, then secure official operating landing rights, then push software updates to route bandwidth through the new market. 4. Satellite over-the-air updating. Validate a new network data routing patch on ground test rigs, then beam the encrypted update across the orbital laser mesh, then satellites run self-diagnostic reboots in quiet orbital windows, then upgraded performance activates worldwide. For actionable recommendations. Standardize rocket refurbishment checklists. Create fixed, automated testing loops for all returned boosters to eliminate slow, manual inspection processes and speed up flights. Expand in-house component sourcing. Move any remaining high-cost raw material processing tasks entirely in-house to bypass external supply chain delays. Automate environmental review reporting. Use automated sensor networks to collect and log environmental data at launch sites, making it faster to secure federal launch clearances. Build dedicated prototyping lines. Set up separate manufacturing spaces for early-stage test vehicles so that experimental builds never slow down the main assembly line. 4 tactical to-do items. Complete validation runs for the new automated fuel pump setups on the Florida launch pads. Update international spectrum use applications ahead of upcoming global communications meetings. Audit weekly chip yields at the internal terminal antenna production facility. Run high-temperature stress tests on the next batch of experimental Raptor engine components. 4 practical techniques. Stress to failure physical testing. Pushing hardware components past their design limits to find hidden structural weak points before mass production begins. Just-in-time launch pad prep. sequencing fuel loading and final system checks down to the exact second to minimize wear on ground support infrastructure. Automated orbit management sweeping, using automated software arrays to continuously adjust satellite positions, optimizing data coverage while conserving onboard thruster fuel. Cross-facility production tracking, deploying live production dashboard software to balance part deliveries between separate manufacturing plants and assembly hubs. 4 practical steps. 1. Gather detailed telemetry data from the active rocket fleet to isolate the components that show the highest wear after landing. 2. Redesign those specific parts using tougher alloys or simpler, more durable layouts. 3. Test the updated components on experimental test stands to confirm they handle high heat and pressure environments. 4. Roll the improved components out across the active fleet to extend booster lifespans and lower intermediate repair bills. Want to master the insane logistics behind the world's most aggressive aerospace machine? If this deep dive into SpaceX's key activities opened your eyes to how they actually run their launch pads, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our breakdown of elite operational blueprints. Before you head out, don't forget to look at the links pinned in the description below to download your free study materials and handouts to keep these case studies handy. Unlock access to our free, advanced chapter, online tutorials to break down the economics of asset refurbishment. Share this video with a friend, engineering classmate, or colleague who wants to learn how to scale massive operations. The information presented in this video is compiled with the assistance of AI and may not be entirely accurate or complete. It is provided for business case study, educational, and entertainment purposes only and should not be construed as financial or investment advice.